guys, you are Grace. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, of course, welcome to my channel. So happy Monday. Excited for today's Mommy Monday video. So for today's Mommy Monday video, we're going to be talking about breastfeeding and formulas. Before we get right into this video, I just want to say thank you guys always for all the love and all the support in my previous Mommy Monday video. If this is your first time stopping by my channel and checking out my Mommy Monday series, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notification bell so you can be notified every time your girl uploads. And just in case you're not following me on any of my social media, what are you waiting for? It is right there on the screen. Make sure you add me. Let's become best of friends. With that being said, let's get right into this video. So like I said in my intro for today's video, we're going to be talking about breastfeeding and using baby formula. I'm going to give you guys the pros and the cons of both, and then I'm just going to give you guys just a rundown. So for me personally, I am a first-time mom and I'm doing breastfeeding exclusively, no formula, nothing. So what I usually do with my routine is I breastfeed my baby 20 minutes and then I'll give him a top up with a bottle. So the top up with the bottle will range between 1 ounce and 3 ounces, never more than that, just because he's still a newborn and I'm trying to keep it, you know, let him eat and not force feed him that he's always so full and gassy and stuff. So I'm going to give you guys the pros of breastfeeding. First thing first, it's free. The milk is coming out of you. It is free. As long as you're breathing, eating, and being healthy, you can get it. You can get breast milk, okay? It's good for you and the baby. It doesn't require you to do any prep work. It's ready when the baby's ready. Breast milk also has all the nutrients that your baby needs. It strengthens your baby's immune system. It promotes healthy digestive system. It also promotes good hormones for you, the mom, as well. And it may also help you with weight loss during your postpartum of your pregnancy. The discomfort part, or I should say the con part of breastfeeding would probably be, of course, discomfort. So your nipples either bleeding or cracking. Supply shortage. So some moms do not have enough supply to last or enough supply to feed the baby, that they have to do either breast milk and formula or just formula in general. It keeps an eye on what you consume, so it helps you have to keep an eye on what you consume. So you need to know what you're eating. You can't be drinking alcohol, you can't be smoking and all of that if you're trying to breastfeed the baby, because of course what you consume is what your baby consumes. So that's a con. And then of course keeping up with the feeding schedule is also a con, because sometimes it's really hard, because you have to know, are you feeding the baby every 2 hours, every 3 hours? Are you feeding the baby every time the baby wakes up and cry, or are you just changing the diaper and putting the baby back to bed? So those are somewhat of the cons of what comes with breastfeeding. For me personally, my experience, I absolutely love it. The only downfall is just the latching in the beginning. It's just very, very painful, but after a while I got used to it, so it's not that bad. I absolutely love breastfeeding. I breastfeed and I pump. I breastfeed first, and then right after I finish breastfeeding, I pump right after, so my baby has milk for later. And also the only reason why I do top up is so that somebody else can get a chance to feed the baby, and it's not always just me feeding my baby. That's just my personal preference. And then when it comes to baby formula, I'll tell you guys the pros to that and the cons. When I was in the hospital, I think our first day at the hospital, I wasn't producing enough colostrum. I think that's how you say colostrum. So they made me try to give Loyal some baby formula, and he was not having it. He didn't like it. He hated it, and it just wasn't a great idea. He wasn't having it. He didn't like it, so we just scratched the formula from the jump. It was just a no. So I just have to keep doing my hand expression to try to get some more colostrum out for him. And then I went straight into pumping, and when I started pumping, my supply came just like that. So I'm going to give you guys the rundown of formula. So the pros of formula is it helps you with a family member, or a caretaker can feed your baby at any time when you're not there. You can see how much your baby is eating at each feeding, which is weird because you can do the same thing with breastfeeding, but only if you're pumping exclusively into a bottle. Babies who eat formula don't need to eat as often as babies who are breastfed, which is true, because formula, of course, is a bigger feeding or a bigger serving for a baby than milk is. Lastly, fathers, siblings, uncle, brothers, family members can get a chance to feed and bond with the baby, during feeding time. So those are I guess the pros of having your baby take baby formula. And then For cons would be formula doesn't provide the same protection against infection, diseases, and condition as breast milk, okay? Because it's not coming out of you, it's not in your immune system, you're just literally grabbing it, mixing it, warming it up, and feeding it to your baby. You need to mix and prepare formula to make sure it is correct temperature. Who has time for that? I personally don't have time for that. That just sounds like a lot of work. With the milk, as long as it's pumped, I put it in a bottle, put it on the bottle warmer. It gets warmed up for like all of 3 to 4 minutes. Baby's good, he eats. If he's latching on my boobs, I literally just pop it out, sucks it up, and that's it. The cons for formula as well. Formula is expensive. It's not cheap. Depending on how big your baby is or how much your baby is eating, it depends on how much formula you have to consistently keep getting. Like breast milk, of course, it's free because it's coming out of you. Formula can also make your baby have digestive trouble like constipation and gas, which is not good because sometimes even you never know your baby is constipated because they're not pooing or queuing. You're just like, oh, it's fine, it's normal. Formula is not a good thing, or I should say formula is the reason, sometimes is the reason. If you're feeding your baby formula, that is somewhat the reason why that your baby is either constipated and gassy. And last but not least, powdered formula requires access to clean water, which may be a health issue depending on where you live. So there are some people who live in a part of the world where they don't have clean water. How are they supposed to prepare this baby formula? It's gonna be really hard. So like I said, both have its ups and downs, the goods and the bads. Personally, my preference, I am team breastfeeding. I feel like I absolutely love breastfeeding. It gives me time to personally bond with my baby. And you know, we get that skin to skin moment. While breastfeeding him, sometimes I pray with him, I talk to him, you know, just giving me time to personally get to know my baby. I'm not saying you can't do the same with the formula because you're putting a bottle in your baby's mouth and you're holding your baby. You definitely can, but from my personal experience, that's just how once again, how I experienced it and how I like it. So those would be my cues of, or should I say, those would be my pros and cons between breastfeeding and baby formula. I don't know, whatever you guys prefer, please let me know. I want to know your opinion. What do you think? Are you team breastfeeding or are you team baby formula? I'm definitely team breastfeeding. I really can't wait till Loyal is able to start eating solids because I feel like he's gonna absolutely love exploring and having fun with it. But yeah, if you guys do have any suggestions or have your own little pros and cons you want to share with me, feel free to comment it below in the comment section. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed today's Mommy Monday series. It's nothing crazy. We just wanted to, you know, sit down, talk to you guys, let you guys know the difference between breastfeeding and baby formula. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notification bell on so you can be notified every time I upload. And just in case you're not following me on any of my social media, what are you waiting for? It's right there on the screen. Make sure you add me, follow me, let's become best of friends. With that being said, thank you guys always for all the love and all the support. I really and truly appreciate it, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.